Alrighty folks, want to welcome you back to another video from Yates Computers Tips and Reviews. So for this one is part of my Windows 11 collection. Wanted to do some screenshots, some screen videos of what is actually different between Windows 10, Windows 11, how when you upgrade to know what you're expecting, to know how do you maneuver, how do you function, how do you do the simple things. Because you're used to doing it so long, so a certain way, now everything's kind of changed. So this one I wanted to focus on the Windows 11 updates. Because staying current is very important. Knowing where to find it. It's really not that much difference, but I have found something that was kind of hidden, that was kind of a surprise to me that when I found it, that I haven't really seen anybody talk about. I know I've mentioned it in the last videos, but I wanted to go through and actually show these things so everybody's aware. Of course, when you left click, you get your box, you get all your things. If you have settings on there, you can go to settings. We can go to Windows Update. In here, you can run to see what your updates are. You go into your options. There's basically, you want to, of course, check to search for other Microsoft products. Down here, you have delivery options. This is usually enabled automatically by itself, where it will look at other computers on your network to see if they have an update to retrieve that update. We've started turning that off because what you end up having is you end up having a lot of traffic on your network because these computers are now talking to each other. Hey, do you have an update? Hey, do you have this? Hey, is there anything new? And we've noticed a huge amount of traffic that started going through our network once Windows 10 was implemented that had the same feature. So we disabled this. Second reason why we disabled this is to say you have a dirty computer on your system. Something's in there, malware, virus, whatever. Maybe a bad Windows update to start with. That you don't want this actually retrieving anything from that system. You want to make sure you're retrieving this from the Microsoft site and you know where that download's coming from. Because if you have 200 computers on your system and this pulls an update from, let's say, 101 and pulls an update from 180 and pulls an update from 2 something, which one was the bad update? Where did you get infected by? You might have a good virus scan that tells you, hey, something happened with Windows Update, something was unclean, whatever. So I don't like that option. I don't trust that option because it does ask you, if it's on your local network, blah, 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 blah. But you have others that might come over to your home, might bring other things over that might end up being on your local network. I don't want to take that chance. That's a security concern and a lot of traffic on your network that I don't want. So that gets disabled. There's other features in here. You can limit how much bandwidth and all of that. If you're on a slow connection, you can limit it. You can limit if it downloads over a metered connection. So if it's a connection like where you pay per bandwidth, you can tell it, don't download over that. Only download over such and such. And this will be your percentages of where everything came from. So it has a lot of neat features. The one thing I keep bringing up in all the videos is this one, the optional updates. I've been finding some computers that have optional updates, even though when you click updates, it tells you you're up to date. So I wanted to touch base on that one because when you log in and stuff, like this one had, like in the old days it had more and you'd have that underneath, but now it's an actual separate tab. So that was really why I wanted to specify a completely separate video on this. I know it's going to be pretty short because Windows Update's pretty simple, pretty basic, but with those few variables that are different, I wanted to make sure that everybody's educated and informed on that. That's of course the whole reason why I started my channel, was just to inform everybody so that you are aware of these little things. Because a lot of times I don't hear anybody talk about them. I haven't heard anybody talk about this yet. If someone is, I might just not have seen it. So if I haven't seen it, how have you seen it? Type of a deal. So this is how I'm trying to educate and inform. If I come across something, I put it out there so everybody's aware. Now that I put this out there, maybe other people will start doing more videos on it. One of the bigger streamers, influencers will catch wind of this video and say, hey, you know, he's right. Put out their own video. You know what? That's fine with me because I want the information out there. I'm not here to get the credit. I'm not here to say, I'm the first one or anything. I'm just here trying to educate and inform. Because you never know. You're going to have a new user at some time. You probably have a new user every week that gets onto a computer that's never done it before that's going to need this information. So let me wrap this one up. I know it was really short, but I wanted to do a short, basic thing on the Windows updates. Alrighty, thank you for watching another video from Yates Computers Tips and Reviews.